Scouser.
So let's go to the 4-2-3-1, right? So let's talk about that. I kind of want to go one at a time. Gally, give me the thing that excites you the most in terms of this formation. What do you like the best about it? If you go pros and cons, what do you like over the formation itself and in terms of how it fits to the squad? What is the biggest advantage for you?
Well, I'm sure this is probably going to shock you because you think I'm a hater. But the greatest advantage is that a fit Firmino gets to play. Because I don't believe a fit Firmino plays in the center any longer in the 4-3-3. We've been through this. We don't have to beat that horse up any longer. I think that honestly, Nunez eventually would start over him. And I think at times Jota has proven a fit Firmino doesn't get on the pitch when Jota's scoring goals in the middle of the pitch. And that was how it was last year. So a fit Bobby gets to play in that 10 hole and do things and create in ways that I honestly believe was the reason he was purchased to play at Liverpool. It just happened to be that Klopp turned him into the unicorn that he is and made him a false nine and kind of reinvented his career. You know, Rodgers couldn't understand how to utilize him because he didn't play with a true number 10 either. I mean, that's what Bobby was at Hoffenheim, was a number 10, an attacking midfielder. So for me, it's Bobby Firmino playing. The drawback is I think it puts an awful lot of pressure on the two fullbacks to defend even better, and for Henderson and or Fabinho to do an awful lot of work, whichever one is helping Trent when Trent bombs so far forward. So I think it's going to ask a lot of the wingers, but I think it's going to create goals. It's going to create excitement, and I think it's going to allow us to play more fluent football and utilize more of the attacking talent and have four attackers on the pitch at once.
See, I feel almost like the opposite, actually. I think this will enable, knowing that we have to push up, and I guess maybe because of the players we have there, I think those two that are sitting in front of, the four as we see it there, would more of be a cover to have the two behind, so Robo and Trent can push up. So that would be the six attacking players. And almost you see these two guys get a bit wider to be able to cover the spaces behind. Because, I mean, especially for this team, and that's what I'm going to ask you, Bickler. I mean, if you have a 4-2-3-1, I'm telling you that you have to have a team that's 4-2-3-1. And so what is your building block? What are the most important players for you in this formation?
I think the most important players in this formation are the holding mids and the 10. Mm-hmm. Here's what I think is interesting about this formation. If you were to put this roster in front of me right now, like this entire Liverpool roster, this is the formation I'd put them in. And we've talked about this. Not only the new acquisitions, but the attempted purchase of Tchouaméni has speaks to a 4-2-3-1. And the fact that Klopp came out and basically said that today did a lot of good things for my mental health, because I'm consistently out there as somebody who has sort of out there takes on things, and most of the time I'm wrong. And this time I may feel like I'm right? So I feel like some of these things that I thought were coming down the line are starting to come to fruition. And let's look at this formation. Let's just look at the roster and look at this formation. Let's look at a 4-3-3 system that we've always played, and let's look at this formation. And then let's look at the players that this formation makes better. Firmino, Carvalho, Harvey, Oxlade-Chamberlain, all in the 10.
A great opportunity for him.
Great opportunity for him, all in the 10. In the 6, I think it makes Thiago better. I think it makes Henderson better. I think it makes Milner better. On the left, I'd argue it makes Diaz better. He's a naturally wide left winger. He's always played wide. He's not an introverted winger. We saw him want to come in and shoot with our system, but he has always consistently wanted to hug that touchline and play like a traditional wide left mid. Okay? So, we're looking at 8 players it makes better. And I think this is all made possible by the fact that we've got the personnel for it. But I think one thing that can't be understated, and me and Gally are big on this. I mean, we've been flying the banner for a while now. I think a lot of this is made possible by the rise of Konate.